Good morning, Yankee fans. How are you doing today? Just to make sure that we're all on the same page, I have my coffee here. I hope everybody's enjoying their coffee and talking Yankee baseball and anything that's on your mind that you want to talk about yesterday. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. First of all, I want to say thank you to Ken from The Ugly Truth for joining us yesterday in a very wonderful live play-by-play that we had. I saw a lot of people were viewing us, and I'm real. That was really exciting. Plus, we did pick up a few more subscribers. That's excellent, and I can't thank you guys enough. You guys are the best. And already I see in the chat uh, our main people. Real Bill, you have your light is on. Desiree, I hope you're feeling well. Thank you so much for joining us. Ken is around. Also, Jonathan's around. So I really thank you everyone. Also, of course, please press that like button, subscribe, and you'll never miss anything Yankees. I'm giving you the more of a feel of a little darker feel because I want you light. It's a morning. It's a beautiful morning here in New York City, actually, and so I want you to see the lights, make Bill happy. Desiree too. I think she mentioned she likes the lamps, so trying to make everybody happy. Also, a few notes, everyone. So for today, we're going to have a pregame show at 8:30 on NY Yankee Mania. Then from there, we're going to take a little break and then go to Ken's channel, The Ugly Truth, and we're going to do the play-by-play again tonight. Everybody's been saying I since Ken and I have done the Yankee play-by-play, the Yankees have scored around 64 runs and home runs I can't even keep up with. So while the going is good, we'll keep the going going. So that's the note. You will get a note. I'll give out a notification. Ken from The Ugly Truth will also let everyone know, but that's the plan. And then right after the game, we're going to do a short post game show on the channel. And then we put it to bed and wake up tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock for NY Yankee Mania talk with all you wonderful and beautiful fans here. And I really appreciate it. Waiting in the wings is another one of our stars in the chat, and he's gracious enough again to come on. He did a great job yesterday, and I'm very happy that he decided to come on again. And that's CT Cards. There he is. How you doing, big guy?
Good, good.
Good
How you guys
morning.
doing?
Top
Good
of the
morning.
coffee to you. How you doing? Um, well, yesterday. By the way, before I forget, he was very instrumental in saying so many nice things about us. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank anybody in the chat enough. You guys have been wonderful, and we will reward you with a lot more, a lot of surprises. I can't wait to unveil a few surprises very soon. So I'm really looking forward to that. CT, we are going to talk about the game. I'm going to hand it over to you. You're the star this morning, so go ahead.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Joe. And good morning, everybody in the chat. Um, I thought last night, I thought something that was really huge for us was Yarb giving us, 5 innings. You know, um, I think a lot of people were questioning if he could do what he did this last start, which was give us 4 innings pitched. And his first start, he gave us 4 innings pitched, a 1-run game, and last night he gave us 5 innings pitched, a 2-run game. I'll take that. It's better than Cookie. No offense, but I know that's Ken's guy, Cookie, right? But no, bullpen came through. I liked seeing Santos come in, gave us 3 innings pitched, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, no runs, and I thought it was great. Sevy only lasted 4 innings, and remember yesterday when you asked me, I told you, I said Sevy's going to run into issues around the fourth inning, and that's exactly what happened. So, because he gave up 9 hits, 8 runs, and 8 of those were earned, and 2 walks, and only had 2 strikeouts, 97 pitches too, and only got into the fourth. So, and I did want to ask about how you felt about DJ's returning. Do you think he's going to come back during this Mariners series, Joe?
Yes, I
Me
do.
too.
We haven't heard anything to anything yet, but the Yankees usually like to keep it close to the best to the very end. I do think that if they are if let's say Pablo Reyes, one of my favorite players, is going to be leaving the team, why make him make that whole trip if they knew they're going to actually get rid of him? They could either give him the option if he has an option to go to the minors or make another deal or something. But that's just the way they operate. I don't think they're going to be cruel by any means. But I think either today or tomorrow, don't be surprised if the DJ's in the lineup. And I never thought I'd be saying this in a million years after what I saw at DJ, but God bless you. I am going to say prayers to St. Anthony that he stays healthy because I don't want to see the nickel and dimers anymore. I've had it with the nickel and dimers. So I want to see players. I want to see good backups. I want to challenge the Dodgers. I want to play them in the World Series. I know I'm ahead of myself, but just like you Yankee fans, I want to rip the hearts out of that team and that fan base because I can't take it anymore. And if you're a Dodger fan on here, fine, come on. We will respect you. We'll love you. But your team's not winning this year. I'm sorry about that. So that's my thought. Before we go on, CT, I just want to, in case anybody, just to make sure everybody got yesterday's scoreboard. The Mets beat the Cubs 6-2. The Cardinals beat the Nationals. The Red Hot Cardinals 6-1. The Pirates beat the Braves 4-3. The Brewers beat the Tampa Bay Rays 4-2. Texas Rangers over the Tigers, a little bit of a tailspin. We need them to get hot again. They're playing the Red Sox tomorrow night. The Twins in a final in 10, 7-6. The Red Sox beat the Royals 3-1. The Houston Astros beat the Reds 6-0. The White Sox surprisingly won another game, won 4-2. But guess what? Because it's the Marlins. The Colorado Rockies, unbelievable, beat the San Diego Padres 9-3. What is this world coming to? The Yankees, for sure, we all know that they won 12-2. The Orioles, I guess, put together two in a row. They won their game on the Angels 7-3. The Big Bad Dodgers won 8-1 over the Diamondbacks. The Blue Jays 9-1 over the Mariners. So they're going to be a little pissed for tonight, but it doesn't matter. The animals are coming in, and we're going to be hitting like crazy. And last but not least, on ESPN last night, the Phillies beat the Guardians 3-0. So the races are kind of close. It looks like it's going to be a fun year. That we are addressing, basically everything, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I wanted to talk about Clark Smith, CT.
Yeah.
What do you expect? What do you expect from him? It's going to be a nice weather, obviously. Do you expect a rollover of the last game? Do you think that was just a one game fancy? How do you feel about that? And how does everybody in the chat feel about it?
I think, well, one thing is let's quickly just look at what his stats right now. Clark's got a 4.79 ERA on the season. He's pitched 20 and 2/3 innings pitched. He has given up 19 hits. He has 19 strikeouts, 10 walks, and he's given up 3 home runs. I think his last start was a really good indication that he's back. If he can get through the third time through the lineup and still look good and look sharp and keep getting out of jams. That was the only thing that concerned me in San Diego was he got into some jams. He got out of them, but I'm hoping it's a little smoother with his start tonight. But I'm gonna say I give him 6 innings pitched. I think he's gonna go, and hopefully he keeps it the 3 runs or under. It seems like if we can keep it 3 runs or under, we have a real good chance of being able to win games. It's when all of a sudden, our starter gives up 5, 6 runs, and we have only scored 1 run. We left bases loaded on the first inning. We've been doing that this year. What I joked about it last night. You and Ken always say it, situational hitting. Last night you saw it. What did we have? I think we hit 1 home run last night. The rest of our runs all came from, situational hitting, basically. And now you can see why you and Ken always say that. If anyone in the chat's always going, what's all this situational hitting? Well, last night's a perfect example of that. And
Yeah,
hopefully,
because
what were you going to say?
yeah, because no, I was just going to say because you can't rely on that in the playoffs. I'm looking out for us. I'm looking out for the fans. I don't want you can't get the wrong idea because if they don't start hitting situational, they're not going anywhere, CT. And listen, nobody loves the Yankees more than me. I've been through everything with them. I love them to shreds. But I will shred them if I see garbage going on. And there's no question about it. And everybody knows my feeling. I don't like nickel and dime players. You don't need superstars on every position. I understand that. But my God, we go from we're a superstar or an all-star to a guy that, just came off the bandwagon. You can't have that. This is a $300 million payroll team, guys. Come on. I mean, just look at all the teams that are coming in. The Mariners, we're going to be playing them. Their bench is pretty decent. The Mets is definitely decent. When you've got a batting champion that's sitting down and Jeff McNeil, all right, he's playing once in a while, but he's on the bench. Where's our guy? That is it's Giancarlo Stanton. He's hurt, and I understand that. But there are players out there better than Pablo Reyes. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I can't stress it enough. I mean, okay, it's a nice story. He came in. He's going to get his Social Security when he retires and everything. And I'm very happy for him and his family. Just not with the Yankees. We need an upgrade. We need an upgrade, and I'll keep saying it until it happens. What is going to happen? Another thing, guys, about tonight's lineup. Now, I believe the Mariner pitcher is a lefty. CT, do you know that?
I think you're right. I think
he's lefty, and I'm really curious. Don't put Paul G as the leadoff hitter. Come on, Aaron. Let's leave him where he is. He's good with Aaron Judge there. Don't break the skid. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I don't care if you got to start Trent Grissom up at bat, but don't put Paul G is not a leadoff hitter.
No,
he's an RBI machine, and you want to lead him off? Not for this team, especially if you have Anthony Volpe batting fifth, which to me is a joke. It's an absolute joke. This guy should not be batting fifth. So what does that say about the rest of the lineup? Come on, wake up, guys.
That's what it looks like.
Not a fifth place hitter, damn it.
It looks like Hancock's a righty. It looks like he's a righty, actually.
Right. Oh, he's a righty? Okay.
Yeah.
So then screaming for nothing. But for the next lefty.
No, I get that. No, I totally feel you on that.
Enough with this. Can we have a set lineup? Can we just have a set lineup? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, well, Jonathan said it. I like Jonathan's idea where you have your lefty lineup, you have your righty lineup, and kind of leave it at that. Maybe change a few things here and there, but I mean, right now we have no idea what the lineup's going to be every game. And you watch other teams and their lineups out 4 hours before ours is, and it's pretty much the same lineup they've been putting out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and to also be honest, you don't even know where if Judge is going to. Not that it matters with him; it doesn't matter. The man is a human machine. But it doesn't matter if he's second, third, fourth, or let him bat all 9 times. Who cares? I mean, he's just an incredible superstar. And listen, I get upset at him in the playoffs, and I admit that. But I also can admit when you see a superstar play. I saw a quote on X. I don't know if anybody in the chat or UCT saw it. Somebody actually said, "You can have your Judges, you can have your Devers, you can have, but I'll take my Otani." And I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? And not for nothing, he didn't exactly break down the storm in the World Series either. He didn't win because of Otani. They won because Freddie Freeman became Reggie Jackson. So don't give me that. Otani, why? Because he pitches? He pitches. So why don't we do this? Why don't we take video of Babe Ruth and Otani, and you guys tell me who's the better player? Who is the better player, Otani or Babe Ruth? And don't say because you didn't see Babe Ruth. We all know what he did. At lesser games, at crazier ballparks, and so I mean that's a story for another day. But what all I'm saying is, bottom line, whether you're a Yankee fan, you're not a Yankee fan, you're with us, you're not with us, Aaron Judge is the best player in baseball.
Well, getting away,
come on the show and dispute it with me. Come on down. You're contested on Yankee Mania.
Come on, tell him what he's won, Bob. A brand new car.
Yeah, he's won a brain. Brain you need.
Well, we're talking about Judge. I mean, last night, 4 hits, 2 RBIs. His batting average is back up to 409. Can't make this up, and not one of those hits last night was a home run. So he's not just a home run hitter. A lot of people that seemingly want to do the whole Otani comparison don't seem to realize Judge is not just a home run hitter. Judge can hit the ball, like there's a difference here. So people seem to chalk up that, some people, especially Dodgers fans, seem to chalk up that Judge is just a home run hitter. The guy hits all around. That's why his batting average is 409.
Exactly. Welcome, Jason Castiglio. How you doing? Thanks for joining the chat. And Desiree has talks about. I'm going to bring this up. Remember the good old days? Same lineup pretty much every day, and pitchers went 7 and 8 innings. Wow, I didn't even know you were old enough, Desiree. I thought you were, nice, young, and all of that. Well, I'm sure you're young, but yes, no, you're right. I'm just playing around a little bit, but the bottom line is, I would love to see the same lineup every day, and consistency. We're not even sure that Aaron Judge bats second or third. Not that it makes that much of a difference. Yeah. Can we have a little But if you notice, everyone, who's batting at the same spot every day? You know who? Mr. Anthony Chicken Palm Volpe. Never changes. This guy can go over 4,395 and still be batting 5th. Oh, but he's getting close. He's getting close. Come on, guys. Let's be real here. Let's not be a joke. Really. It's really, really, really crazy. I mean, yes, Stephen B. Analytics did ruin. And by the way, good morning to you, Stephen B. Analytics is ruining baseball. I totally agree. 100%. You don't need a bunch of, and God bless them, graduates that come out for the computers and this and that. Listen, if you're a baseball man, that's what you have. That's what you have, people going to other cities and watching. You have scouts. What happened to scouts? Exactly. Okay, you can't be that cheap and not pay them to go see what's going on. And I do know that the Yankees send at least 8 scouts all over. So that I do know. But come on already. I mean, enough's enough. Well, I'm sorry. I'm in a little bit of a rant, even though it's a good day. It's a very good day.
Ran away, Joe. I agree with you. We're talking about, the good old days of pitchers when, I miss that too. I used to know that, say, when Mike Mussina was pitching for the Yankees, I knew that his start would be a minimum of 6 innings, and he may go as long as 8, and so our bullpen, we just had to worry about getting an inning out of like Rivera or something. Like that was a lot. Now our bullpen or our starters, we're lucky if we get 4 or 5 innings at times, then we tax to death our bullpen. Because
Right.
people were concerned about Weaver. The only reason Weaver has been looking, a little off is I think he's up to 17 or 18 innings pitched already, and it's May 12th. That's a lot of innings to put on one of your closer, if you're going to call him a closer. So
no question about it. And again, I just want consistency, and also, like I said, I honestly, I'm excited to see. You may bash me tomorrow morning or the morning after that about DJ being in the lineup, but I'm really looking forward to it. Now, obviously, if it's a right-handed hitter, a right-handed pitcher, I don't think he'll pitch tonight. He'll play tonight. Hey, he might come up as a pinch hitter. I'm just excited to see it. I mean, in all honesty, no joking around. I about Pablo Reyes. He no matter what, he is a major league player. But I'm just in all honesty, I want that 28th World Championship. As much as we all do, more and as big as life. And I'm telling you, we have chances here. We have you want to talk about a generational player? We have the greatest player that we've seen in so long, and no drugs are involved, no anything. God forbid there was drugs involved. They will kill the Yankees and their fans. Where to be found? This isn't, I'm sorry to say, it's not Alex Rodriguez. So we're talking about Aaron Judge. And for another day, all I can say is, if anybody here wants Alex Rodriguez in the Yankee, wants to retire 13, I am going to debate you front and center. And I don't want to hear that he helped us. We know he helped us in 2009. That's his job.
He's paid to do that.
Like almost giving Mr. Knucklehead for playing right field for the Mets. So it's almost like that. So I don't want to hear it. Bottom line is consistency. That's what we need. That's what we want. Let's get healthy. I hope Loizaga comes back like a demon. I hope he comes back strong. They got to baby step him, but they have the right nucleus and things. Oh, by the way, I don't know if anybody saw the videos of the other pitcher that has been hurt all his Yankee life. He's been going through the system. Yes, Scotty Afros. He's been pitching very well. That breaking pitch is back, and if he could just stay healthy the day that they bring him on, that would be big relief for the bullpen. And you got to figure tonight the bullpen is we're probably going to see Williams if it's close, and I don't see why not. I think Clark Smith is ready. If he handles the lineup that he just faced with the Padres, then he can handle the Mariners, no question about it. Well, so what are we thinking, folks? What are we thinking? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say that's something that was very impressive was seeing. I really going in that San Diego series. I was a little worried, and Clark delivered. So I got to say, if he can give us a start even remotely close to what he gave us in San Diego, we should get 6 innings out of him. So,
yeah, Jonathan, even going on vacation, he's a fountain of information. So the Diamondbacks are promoting Jordan Lawler. Well, good for them, and I hope he does. I hope he does a good job. As long as he's not facing the Yankees, I'm very happy. So let's bring up Mr. Truth Man, Ken, how you doing? Good morning. Judge is great against the average and below zone. How is he against the tier one pitches? Oh, that has
Yep.
done nothing. I agree with you. And another thing, he does not hit the Houston Astros. He cannot hit Astro pitching. For some reason, I have no idea why, but his average has got to be below 200. Playoffs and regular season, he just doesn't. You know who has a good average against the Astros?
Stanton.
DJ LeMahieu. DJ
Oh,
LeMahieu.
yeah, DJ. Yeah.
He can hit them. He hits them.
Well, can
And
DJ get the ball out of the infield when he comes back? 'Cause remember, I know people are claiming he's healthy and blah blah, but I mean, this guy seems to. I have to say it. Stephen B wanted to know, is DJ really made of glass? And I gotta say,
well, here's something where Jason says Judge numbers aren't great in the postseason, but I disagree with you. It's still probably the greatest hitter. Well, first of all, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. For 162 games and beyond, a little bit, he's the greatest. He's the greatest ball player I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot. I've seen Mattingly, George Brett, Ken Griffey Jr., all in their primes. And this is just unheard of. This guy just can do it all. I'm not saying, Griffey Jr. is close, but this guy, it's just an incredible. What we're seeing is a legendary, just like we'll never see another Mariano Rivera. That you can forget. And again, I hate to bring up the past, but we'll never see an owner like George Steinbrenner. The last 14 years of George Steinbrenner was a management. Here's the checkbook. Do what you need to do. So so I feel it's not that he's restrained with Hal, but he has to watch his P's and Q's.
Yeah.
There are deals that Cashman wanted, and he
couldn't do it.
Sometimes they were bad. So who knows? Prediction start in the chat, everyone. We are a half hour into the stream. And also remind everyone what I said at the top of the hour. So we're going to have a pregame on NY Yankee Mania right here at 8:30. Then we're going to take a little pause and we're going to go to Ken, the Ugly Truths channel, and Ken will be doing the play-by-play, and he was gracious enough to invite me to do some of the innings, and I appreciate that. And then right after that, we will do a post game, and it's going to be late. It could be 12:30, it could be 12 o'clock. Who knows? It's never late in Yankee land, but we have a show to do tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So but we will. But if it's important, if there's a lot of news, any news, earth-shattering, a no-hitter by the Yankees or something, you never know. So we will be there. So remember, everything is in the notifications. You will see in a little while that we are on at 8:30, and then to Ken's and the post game, and then we say goodnight. Right now, very important. I hope everybody's enjoying their coffee, their pancakes, their waffles. I want everybody to see that I do have my coffee and I have it with you guys. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to share my morning brew with you guys. So, as we say in Italian, salute.
So I did want
to, believe me, folks, it is coffee. Trust me, I don't drink.
Sure, Joe.
That's a shout out to all the people in the chat. Love all of you, and I really appreciate what you do to enhance our show. And you will be rewarded for that. Trust me when I tell you.
So,
go ahead,
Joe,
sorry.
So, what did you think about? Well, I'll get to Rice in a second, but I wanted to mention, like last night, Goldschmidt had 3 hits, 2 RBIs. His batting average is at 349. Who would have thunk?
That's all?
You know.
349.
Yeah, but still, I mean, who'd have thunk that that signing of a lot of Yankee fans were like, oh, why are we signing this old guy for? We need,
Yeah,
we're replacing Rizzo with him. Well, this has been a huge difference between having Rizzo at first, having Goldie at first. And then, last night, Martian, 2 hits, 2 runs, a walk. He did strike out a couple times, but the base running from Martian last night went from first to home. That was awesome. I couldn't believe how quick that guy was. Jeez.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
So, but getting to Rice though, he had that 1 hit, huge hit, 1 walk, and 4 RBIs, and that grand slam, and I think the Yankees already have like half as many grand slams as they had all of last season. I think that was the stat I read.
Yeah, no. Listen, I think the more and more, see, I think what Boone and the staff and the analytics have to see, which I don't see that you have to prove it, but once the Yankees keep doing situational hitting, you're going to see Boone be proactive. You're going to see when Volpe's on the base, he's going to try to steal. People like that. Don't be deceptive, because there are other guys on the team that can run. Ben Rice is not the quickest, but his steps are really, really good. If you follow him going first to third, he's kind of up. Not a bad runner.
Yeah.
And so we do have some guys that unfortunately Chisholm is out, and he's a speedster. And but listen, we're not Speedy Gonzalez, we know, but Jason Dominguez, he could definitely run a nice run for us. And but he's power. And I really believe at this point that he does deserve to be our number 5 hitter until prove me wrong.
Yeah.
And bring them down. And as Wells can prove he doesn't have a hole in the bat and he doesn't keep swinging and missing, he can move up. Anthony Volpe is, and I'm not saying this to be mean or anything, he deserves to be down in the bottom to help out our bottom, and he doesn't have the pressure.
I agree.
Pressure on him.
I agree.
Because, you got to look at it this way. You have an inning where an Aaron Judge got on with a hit. Paul G got on with a hit. Now the pressure is on Anthony Volpe. He doesn't do it. That whole inning means nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. So why not leave it to the big boys? Why not? If you have Judge leading off with a double, Goldschmidt maybe advances him to third. Why not have a power bat? Why are you relying on a 22, 23-year-old kid when you could take the pressure off of him in the bottom? Because when you're an 8th, 9th hitter, they're not expecting you to be Babe Ruth or Ty Cobb or anybody like that. I mean, why do we see that? Why do I see this? But Aaron Boone and analytics just don't get it.
Oh, that was what I was going to say. Is I didn't want to get a rant about this, but you brought something up a little earlier in the show, and you're talking about scouts and stuff. Now with analytics, I think the biggest thing we have missing from managers these days is the feel of the game that's right in front of us. What is happening? What do we see? What is the vibe we're getting from our players currently? Who has the hot hand tonight? Not in analytics in the past. Who was on the night? That was what Torrey was really good at. I always liked watching the Yankees with Torrey because Torrey knew who had the hot hand that night, whether it was pitching or offense. And, I watch Boone sometimes make these decisions that I'm like, this makes on paper, maybe this makes sense, but who's been on tonight? This guy hasn't been on. The guy who has been on, you're taking out to put in a guy that analytically is supposed to, and that's so the feel for the game isn't there anymore. And I'd say that's my biggest issue with baseball right now is the analytics. I got to agree with Stephen B and a lot of other people because I just miss the feel for it. And Boone just at times has no feel for it. And same thing when taking out a pitcher who's having a great game, gives up a hit, and Boone doesn't seem to like the one hit he gave up. He takes him out. And then the next pitcher he puts in is like Leiter Jr., and Leiter Jr. loads the bases and all hell breaks loose, So
No,
There's
you're
no
right.
feel.
No, you're 100% right. But like I said, it's all common knowledge. I mean, again, we should be celebrating the win, and we are. We really are. It's just that I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I want us to understand that we do have flaws. I mean, yeah, we bash, we win 12-2, we win 20 to whatever, 15 or whatever, but there's flaws there, guys. This doesn't happen in the playoffs. Very rare, very rare do you see blowouts in the playoffs, unless you just get blasted. Period. But they're very close games. They're nip and tuck, nip and tuck. You're not going to homer. I mean, it comes far and in between. So I just want everybody to realize, take in consideration, we're very happy. We go gaga over the team, but why I stress we have to get stronger. We have to get a little bit more athletic, just a little bit more. And then I can honestly come on and say, guys, we're ready for the run. We really are ready to go into those playoffs and start mashing. But it's got to come in stages. We do have Eel coming back very soon. We have hopefully in the bullpen, Mr. Lasagna coming back. So these small steps, but you still have to try to improve. And maybe they could look at the waiver wire, maybe a name you say, hey, you know what? Why don't you give him a chance? Now, another thing, I've been watching Scranton. As you know, I always watch the minor leagues and I study them. As I said, their catcher, Rodriguez, is just unbelievable. He single A in the 300s, double A in the 300s, triple A in the 300s. He's got a gun for an arm. So he's just waiting in the wings and just keeps mashing the ball. Then there's a veteran like Dominic Smith, the ex-Met, bashed the ball for the Yankees in spring training, but didn't make it because of Mr. Ben Rice. Yep. But he got off. He came back. He got off to a slow start, and he was batting like 180, 190. He's now up to 240 something, and he's starting to hit. So it's nice to know that they have a few guys down there that they can really count on, down the line. And of course, there's Pereira, the right-handed. Either he's gonna. You can't keep him too much longer in the minors. Either you got to give him a chance or put him in a trade. Put him in a trade to upgrade. No question about it. Yeah. And the more they do that, the better off we are. So that's basically where it's at. Well, we're coming up on a 8:45 Eastern time, everyone. I do know that maybe some of you might be going back to work or getting to work. You might be driving. I know there's a few of you that are driving, listening to us right now. Of course, always be careful on the road, please. That's the most important. But appreciate you listening and sending me good thoughts and good wills about the show. Finally, I would love to see predictions for tonight. What do you think, Clark Smith? What do you think of who's going to be the hero at bat? Win, lose, or draw. So I'd really like to see that. And we'll do a couple of comments while that is going on. What I love about you guys is you guys talk amongst each other. How you guys feeling? How's that? This chat I will put up against anybody's because you guys are really, really great. You start out even before we come on. And it's just so refreshing to see a family like this. And my God, do I want to, I'm going to reward you guys. And by the way, speaking of reward, very soon, we are going to have another giveaway with another $25 gift card to Amazon. And I actually will give you a choice. It will be, and I'll put that out too. The winner, and I said this off to the winner, John, you can have the $25 Amazon card, or if you guys have, I can get, you can get the price right away. If you would Zelle or Venmo or Apple Pay, We can put $25 straight into your account. So I'm giving you guys the option. John took the $25 in the account. He had a Venmo account, and I was more than happy to do that, and he got it right away, and I got a big thank you. So instead of waiting a week, but it's up to you guys. If you want the card, you'll get the card. If you want it in your Venmo or in your Zelle and Apple Pay, I will be more than happy to do that, and it will go right into your account within seconds of me ending that particular stream. So I think
like
that's
that
more
idea.
than
I like that idea. That's a good idea. Either the gift card or send somebody Venmo or what you're talking about. That's a good idea.
yes. Well, thank you. Yeah, I just want everybody to know that you don't I know the way. I mean, listen, it's $25. It's $25. It could buy you whatever, a couple of things, not a lot, but it will still be coming from the heart of New York Yankee Mania. And that makes me very, very happy. So we're going to do that real soon, guys. I will give you a heads up, and I will definitely do the trivia question at the end of the show, so all of you can have a fair chance. And like I said, you have to subscribe or already been subscribed, and of course be in the chat. And I go down the line. Who's first? I will give 30 seconds. You don't answer? Okay, great. Well, maybe we'll come back to you. It depends how many people are in the chat. It's the fair way to do it. And remember, only you, the fans, and you too, CT, you are definitely invited to win. If you're a creator or if you have a show, not eligible. Sorry, but unfortunately, this is only for the fans to enjoy. And as we go to the next tier, when we go to 200, I got a very nice surprise for you. And I don't even want to tell you if, God willing, we go to 500. Well, you guys are going to be in for a nice surprise. And I'm not just saying that. I deliver, guys. I totally deliver. Yes, CT, go ahead.
Totally spaced what I was going to say. I just want to say, I really like what you're doing there. And yeah, honestly, I don't want to enter this contest to win the $25 gift card, because all I'm going to do is spend it on baseball cards. I have a bad addiction. So you're just adding to the addiction of baseball cards by letting me enter that contest.
Desiree says, I can barely move, but this coffee's got me amped. Going to be up late this week. Well, don't worry. We're going to be up with you, Desiree. So if you want to talk, you're more than welcome. And also there on the chat, if anybody is willing and would like to come on the show one day and talk about your favorite team, don't be bashful. Let me know, and I will give you the information how to get in touch with me, and then I will give you the notification to come on. So don't be bashful. If that's what you want to do, I welcome everybody. I like to dedicate a show. And you know what's cool? What I have in mind as we get closer to the trade deadline, I want to have a show with all you fans, everybody in the chat. I can get up to 10 people on. Get an idea of what you would like to see the Yankees do, and send a message to Brian Cashman. Whatever you want to do. You know, let it out. I may do something before like that with the Subway Series, and please, everybody, be respectful to one another. If obviously, if there's Met fans here, great. We welcome you. We love you too. No favoritism there, except in the lines we're Yankee fans. But yeah, if like I said, if you're not bashful and you like to come on, I would love it for you to do it, because this show is for you. This is the fan show, and I can't stress that enough. And whatever it is, whatever you like to talk about, we can do that. Except no politics, of course, and nothing other than Yankee and baseball itself. You want to talk a little WWE, by the way? My channel is going to start really soon. It's going to be a line of Turnbuckle Talk. We're going to have a really fancy name on it. We're going to do a lot of WWE events, and we're targeting SummerSlam. When SummerSlam comes, we will have it will be a separate channel, and I know people are dropping at the bit. There are a lot of podcasts out there, but I noticed a few things which I'm not going to divulge yet that I don't see, and I think people will love. So that's that. Keep in mind for you WWE fans, and of course, when baseball slows down in the off season, we can always travel that. Or you fans give me ideas what you would like in the off season. And baseball doesn't have too many off days. You know that right after that, the free agency starts, the talk starts, the owners' meetings start, the general managers' meetings. Then you have the winter meetings. You have a lot of stuff coming up, and it would be great to share Christmas with you guys. Of course, there's Santa here that's gonna be doing a lot of good stuff. And one day, my ultimate goal is to meet each and every one of you, either at Yankee Stadium or somewhere. I know we're all over the globe, but that would be super. That would be nice, and that would show you how much you fans mean to NY Mania always. So, in just okay, so we do have a couple of who's saying who now for tonight. Okay, so Stephen B says Yankees win 5-3. Desiree says the lamp. I'm not sure. Is that, in other words, if you come on, I have to give you the lamp? Is that what you said? I don't know. You're gonna fight Real Bill for that, so you may have to cough up maybe a lunch or something, and we'll talk. Same thing with you, Bill. You got to go into your pocket if you want this lamp. So, but Desiree says, well, what's the other one? I have so many boxes of cards. I left it in New York with my ex-husband. Whoa, okay. Well, why don't you get what? I don't say the ex-husband. Why don't you get those cards? And we'll put you with Steiner Sports, and you sell them, and you make yourself a nice little deal. That would be cool. But no, and like I said, so CT, let us know what you think for tonight.
Tonight, well, their pitcher Hancock's, got a 5.7 ERA. He's given up 30 hits in 23 2/3 with 17 Ks, 7 walks, and also just like Schmidt, he's given up 3 home runs. But I think we can get to him tonight. The thing is we cannot leave runners on base. I mean, right before Rice, I think it was right before Rice hit that homer, we had bases loaded with no outs, and all of a sudden we had 2 outs. We weren't getting anybody moved. I think both you and Ken were both getting aggravated too as well. And then Rice got up to a 3-1 count. I thought they were going to walk Rice, and he got up to a 3-1 count, and then got a hold of that. And I'm glad he did, because even though we were up, 6-1, I think at that point, I still wasn't comfortable with that lead. And that's a scary thing to say, and that's what's been kind of worrying about this team so far this year. Is it doesn't seem like any amount of lead is enough, for this team to, feel comfortable with this team winning. Because late in the games, we've had issues this year. It seems like after the 6th inning, from then on, we really don't score many runs. I mean, we have in recent games recently, but I'm talking about in April, and luckily we've turned things around in May, because it was looking kind of bleak there after losing the O's and the Rays series, and then going to San Diego. I really thought San Diego was going to whoop up on us, and somehow we took 2 or 3 of those. We should have swept the series, to be honest, but when you have Boone-headed moves sometimes, I mean, what can you do? And but going in this Mariner series, I feel good about this. I think Clark's gonna have a good night tonight. We just need the offense to keep going. And I said last night Goldie had 3 hits for us. If he can, when you have him in the lineup with Judge, you got Rice hitting, the Martian hitting, and Bellinger, he only had a hit last night, but he's been kind of getting going. You're starting to see, this team starting to fall into place to certain pieces. And getting back to one thing you mentioned, though, is you mentioned, the speed on the bases a little while ago. That's that's one issue. I'm not trying to change the subject. Getting back to Jazz Chisholm, is that's what bothered me about Jazz, is he's so dangerous on the base path with his speed. And when he's swinging for the fences every time, we're not being able to utilize. He just needs to get on base. He's so dangerous on the base path. So I just don't get his mentality. And I hope when he comes back that somebody's kind of gotten in his ear a little bit about, we just need you to get the ball, hit the ball, get it in play, get on base. We don't need you swinging for the fences every game, because his approach has been terrible this year. And I think, spring training and the early part of the season with the torpedo bat, he got it in his head that, I'm a home run hitter. You can hit home runs, but you're also a base stealer. You're a quick guy, on the base paths, so I just hope that we start to utilize more of what the players can do. And hopefully when Jazz comes back, I'm sorry to change the subject, I just hope when he comes back, he's not swinging for the fences on every swing, you know. But no, I have a good feeling about this Mariners series. I think, we should take, hopefully we take two of these games, 2 of 3. That'd be nice.
Well, great. I'm going to save my predictions for the pregame show, guys, for later. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing in the chat. Man, this lamp, I think I'm legendary. This is incredible. CT, take a look at this. I mean, a Royal Rumble for the lamp. Whoa. Okay. Guys, now you're really igniting me that one of these mornings we are going to have. I would love to have, and I hope you're not bashful, I would love to have CT on. I would like to have a lot of you guys, Stephen B., Desiree, and we can talk about it. And of course, Mr. Bill, Dollar Bill. This is great. That's what the morning is all about. To share ideas, have a great show. But without you guys, I can't have a great show. But the more that comes about, and I do mean what I tell you, I would love to do, and I would love to do a CT, a round table discussion with baseball cards and all the memorabilia, and how long it took you to put everything together. And it's it's a real pleasure. What I'm going to do, folks, the next stream, I'm going to put how to get it my email to get in touch with me, and if you'd be kind enough to make it easy for me, either with a number or a text that I could send, and we can talk. And like this, I could send you links and all of that. I always like to say hello to the person first. I just don't like to do it from space, and it's just the right thing to do to introduce to each other. So I will put the link in tonight. You will see the link before the show, and please keep it obviously to self. It's not I don't want the nutty people to get it. I want us as a group to get it, because you guys are special and I trust each and every one of you. So I'm going to do that later, but we are getting close to an hour, guys, and 9 o'clock is coming up. And I want to just give a quick reminder of today's events. Remember, I'm going to be on the pregame show at 8:30. And we're going to do that here at NY Yankee Mania. Talk a little bit about the game. If there was any breaking news, if the Yankees did anything with the lineup, with just about the 26-man roster, then we're all going to go. Hopefully, everybody, please follow. And after a couple of seconds, we'll go to Ken, the Ugly Truths channel, and we'll do the play-by-play. Hopefully, we'll have the same magic. If you want, I'll have the light on if you'd like. Otherwise, I'll have the Yankee neon sign on. And Stephen B. Joe, that lamp and sign is $999 trillion, like his couch. Oh boy, Stephen B. You really know how to do it, don't you?
Hey, Joe, do you require a suite in that deal too, like Soto?
No. you want to take me out for lunch or, hang out, whatever, or I can make a really nice Italian dinner. I love to cook. I have no problem cooking. So, I think that's why my ex-girlfriend stood around. I think she just loved my cooking. But I know a squirrel when I see one. So, but but in all honesty, yes, we will have a lot of fun here, and it's going to be good fun and family fun. So, let me have this guy. So, did you get those 2009? I believe the Stadium Yankee Magazine inserts, the Daily News, I believe. To be honest with you, Desiree, I got it as a gift, actually from an ex-girlfriend. And I was ready to get rid of it because I wanted no part of it, but that's for another day. But that's how I got it. And I do know that it came from that big company. I forgot that puts out all these Yankee memorabilia stuff. And I will show a couple other things. I do have another lamp of Yankee Stadium that they tore down in 2008. It's a really cool lamp. And I do have some other stuff. I have a nice bust of the original when they were building Yankee Stadium, the new one. So there's a lot of things that eventually I'm going to show, and we will get to that, as possible. But thanks a lot for your comments, everyone. So we will see you. Please come back. First of all, press the notifications, the like, subscribe, tell your friends, family. Yankee Mania is here and is here every morning for you, the fans. So thank you very much. Oh, there's a couple of cards here. Who are they?
Jazz Chisholm signed card and a Michael King signed card. But Michael King's in a Yankee uniform. He's in a Yankee uniform now.
Hey, you can negotiate with CT also, and we could all meet at the famous bat at the old Yankee Stadium, and then go right to the new stadium. So there's a lot. So tonight, we'll see you at 8:30. If the Yankees make a move, I will do a short notification for everyone, and then we will see you at 8:30, and then it's off to Ken's channel, and we'll have a good time. I will put the how to get in touch with me, because I do mean it. I would love especially in the morning. I would love to have some of you on. Actually, whoever wants to come on, we'll do it a little bit at a time, and we'll have a round table. I think you'd really enjoy that. And I don't think anybody here should be shy. We're all friends. We're all family. You can do no wrong. And I have a couple of surprises very soon, guys, that I think is going to be very, very good for the show. But I have to keep it quiet due to things are not signed yet, but getting very close. But the more you people come on, the better it is for New York Yankee Mania. So with that in mind, everyone, have a great, great day. I promise to keep you in the loop with any news, and we will see you at 8:30 sharp here on NY Yankee Mania. CT Cards, thank you so much. I hope you can join us tomorrow morning also.
I'd love to, Joe. Thank you. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough. This has been awesome. I really like that you've
well, you give a very, very strong hand, and I really appreciate it. The morning is there, and it's I'm just excited to do it and bring it in.
I do my homework too. You know that. I come in prepared.
Totally do. So just know, guys, be part of the team. I want you all part of this team. Ken is going to do the pre-series program also. And so we'll get going today. Big day all around. And also, God bless America. That's the main thing. God bless our family, America, and stay healthy, people. Do what you need to do. See what you have to do. You're all important to me. And I hope if I can make you smile for 2 minutes, I think I did my job. So stay well. Good day. And we will see you 8:30 p.m. sharp tonight. Let's go, Yankees. CT, thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.